Okay, this is a brief review of the Salyers Percussion Jeff Moore JM1 Signature Marching Stick. 17 inches in length, barrel tip, great response. It's a pretty beefy stick, very solid. The rebound off the playing surface is really good, and I believe that in my experience over the years, a lot of it is due to the shape of the bead. All right, it's not a round bead, but it's a barrel-shaped bead. Very much, very close to being round, but not quite round. All right, barrel-shaped. That's my favorite type of stick, either round or barrel tip. So this has a beefy part of the stick right here at the shoulder. All right, 17 inches in length, reminiscent of the ProMart Jeff Moore stick also. And I think there's a reason for that, because Jeff Moore used to be with ProMart, but now he's with Salyers Percussion out of Sugar Land, Texas. So let me play a little bit with this. Very responsive. I believe if I were to play on a free-floating snare drum or even a mylar-headed snare drum, you're going to get a big sound from the instrument, because there's a little bit of weight behind the stick. But it doesn't really take a lot to get the stick moving. Very responsive. So many of you, probably all of you, have played with the Hardimon marching stick, probably the most played with stick of all time. I may not be right about that, but probably so. So I can give you a little comparison of the Jeff Moore stick by Salyers Percussion compared to the Hardimon stick by Vic Firth. The Hardimon sticks are a little bit lighter, almost a hollow sound, if that makes sense. A little bit of a more of a hollow sound than you're going to get with the Jeff Moore sticks. So if you were to play with the Jeff Moore sticks by Salyers on an actual drum, it is my belief, based on listening to the pad here, that you're going to get more of the true sound of the drum, if that makes sense, because more wood, a heavier, denser wood, is actually setting the snares into motion because of the contact with the head. All right, a little bit heavier stick. The beads are almost identical. It's uncanny. They're almost identical, both barrel shaped. All right, so if you're used to playing with a Hardimon stick and are converting and changing over to the Jeff Moore stick, the beads are identical, almost identical. The taper is very close. All right, very close. The butt end of the Jeff Moore is flat, which I like. And the butt end of the Vic Firth Hardimon is rounded somewhat. Okay, so if you're a flat end snare drum stick type of guy, this is your stick. All right, I like it because when you're going to backstick, you're going to get a little bit more sound from the drum, I believe, with a flat end, because more of the surface area is going to be hit with the flat end stick. So, length, they're both 17-inch sticks. All right, the beads are almost identical. I believe that the Jeff Moore looks like it's a little bit smaller It's just a little bit smaller, the bead, than the Ralph Hardimon. The diameter, without looking it up on the internet, seems to be a little bit thicker, just ever so slightly thicker on the Jeff Moore stick than the Ralph Hardimon. Yeah, you can tell a difference. And I'm playing on the Drum Slinger Marcher Pad, which is another great product, by the way. You can tell that there's a little bit more you're getting a little bit more of the sound of the pad with the Salyers percussion Jeff Moore model than you do with the Ralph Hardimons. So, if you're a Ralph Hardimon stick user, I would say that you would like the Jeff Moore stick by Salyers Percussion because the beads are almost identical. The taper looks to be almost identical. The length is identical, but you're getting a little bit more weight on the Salyers Percussion JM1, which is going to translate into a little bit more solid sound from your drummers, or from you personally if you're playing individually. Okay, so hopefully this will help you to make a decision whether or not to buy the Salyers Percussion JM1 Jeff Moore signature marching stick when you're looking for your next stick. Another obvious difference is that the hickory in the Salyers Percussion comes in the wood color, the natural wood, and the Hardimon stick comes in the white painted. Yeah, I really believe the Jeff Moore stick is easier to play with because with a little bit more weight, you're getting a little bit more rebound. All right. So, look them up, try them out, SalyersPercussion.com. Have a great day.